Hello there, welcome into this latest edition of the SAU Volleyball Coaches Show. I'm Daniel Gallegos, joined alongside head volleyball coach Steven Gream. And Coach, here in this Coaches Show as we prepare for an early pivotal week in Great American Conference play. You've got two matches this upcoming week. Ouachita Baptist first and foremost coming up on Tuesday night at home, but then you go to Henderson on Thursday night, so a couple big GAC matches there. But before we get into those, let's go ahead and we'll talk about last week. Your only day of competition was a conference game against Arkansas Tech. It was the conference opener at home. We had a great crowd. It winds up going the distance to 5 sets, and even it comes down to the final. It's 14-13 Tech, and they get that final point to come away with the victory. But talk about that match and kind of pull out some positives from it going 5 with Tech.
Well, anytime you go 5 with Tech, you've done a pretty good game. I mean, we had 4 players and double-digit kills. We balanced the attack out very well. We blocked fairly well past the first 2 sets. We served well, we dug well. I mean, we did everything on statistically you want. I think we had a 58% side-out percentage, which is very good, is what you strive for. The problem is we didn't stop them at key times. As you said, we were down 14-13, but we were up 13-12 in that set, and as well as 10-7 in that set. So we had to do some things to finish people off, but I thought we did a really good job of staying with them. We won those 2 sets and was up 2-1, and actually it was at 2-2, and we were just cruising pretty good, and then we just didn't do very well in that last set, and that cost us. But 15-13 is nothing to hold your head down about with Tech. Tech's a very well coached team. They're defending GAC conference champions, so taking away from it, I thought we did a lot of things well. We just got to clean up a little bit and take out those silly mistakes we were making.
And you talk about obviously Tech being the conference champions last year. First conference match of the year, maybe not necessarily what you would want to see on the conference schedule when it comes out, but still a good test early on. So what do you think it says about the state of your program in that first conference match, knowing that there's still plenty of conference matches to be played?
Well, I mean, that lets us know where we're at. If we're competing with Tech this early in the game, that means we've done exactly what we thought we wanted to do, or where we'd be right now. We just got, like I said, it's cleaning up. We did the same thing against Cameron. Cameron and Tech's game are almost identical. So we're playing well against good teams. We just eventually we'll get over the top, and then we'll just keep on going. Tech is young. Tech's got a few younger players too that they're trying to develop, so it won't be no easy task when we play them again. But it helps us gain a little confidence as we go into these matches this week.
Yeah, this week you're mentioning the first one again, as we talked about, Ouachita Baptist at home, Tuesday at 6:30, first serve. Ouachita is a team over the last few years, we were talking about it just a little bit ago. SAU and OBU, they seem to play very, very tight matches with one another.
Yeah.
They're obviously a well-coached team as well, Coach Prescott and everything. What do you expect into that matchup, knowing that you get to get them at home at least first?
Well, I expect them to be, as they always are, a very highly defensive team. I mean, they are going to get balls up. They have 2 players that are in the top 4, I believe, in hitting percentage. They're a top hitting percentage team, or top 2 hitting percentage team in the conference right now, which is nice that he hasn't had that to go with that defense. So I look for it to be another dogfight like it always has been. In fact, he told me the other day, he said, if we could combine my defense with your offense, we would be really scary this year. So that's how we match up. We have a very good offensive team. He has a good defensive team. It's just a matter of whose presence on the court is going to carry over, and that's who's going to win the game.
One of the players for Ouachita just recently named GAC hitter or offensive player of the week again, Abby Pickett. Second time this year early on that she's been named that. What kind of difficulties does she present, and how are you guys going to try to defense against that?
Well, I mean, they because she's the right side. Most people don't set the right side as much. They set her almost like they do an outside hitter. She's left-handed, which throws people off because people aren't used to defending left-handed. And she's really worked on not getting blocked as much. That's what her goal was this spring, was not to get blocked as much. And so she's hitting lines, she's hitting cross, she's hitting 370 this year because of that. I mean, you can't say, okay, we're going to take this away and force you to do something. She does it all. She's really broadened her game over the years. It's hard to believe she's a senior. We keep thinking, are you going to go away eventually? But this is her last year, thank the Lord. She's playing very well, and she's really progressed her game. And that's the part about her that's hard to defend is those things, of her being left-handed, and she's just upped her game a lot.
2 days after that Ouachita match, not looking too far ahead, but you do have Henderson State on tap after that, going to Arkadelphia to play the Reddies. They're a team that, under the new direction of a brand new head coach, and so what you've maybe been able to just see of them or hear of them? Kind of what do you project on that going on the road? Not an easy place to play.
Well, anytime you play on the road, it's going to be tough, especially their crowd has been known to get into it a little bit. I know she's got them fired up and is playing good competition. I mean, their record might not be the best in the world, but they're playing good competition. So she's preparing them for the conference play. As far as what I've seen, I mean, they're better. They execute things better. They're going to be scrappy on defense. They're going to be hard to score on, much like OPU is. And the key thing is just take away their best hitters and do the best we can there. But as far as what they do different, I mean, they got new bodies. They've already some junior college transfers. It's going to help them out a little bit. So they're going to be experienced. Before you can rely on their inexperience. Now you can't. They're a lot more experienced than they've been in the past.
And then even after that, this Saturday, still on the road going to Central Baptist, non-conference match. This past week, you guys didn't play anything but that Tuesday match. You had the weekend off. So a good chance early on in the season to rest and recuperate. But how important is it to still be in that rhythm on the weekend knowing you're going to play a match even though it's not in conference play?
Well, like you said, it keeps us in rhythm. We're going out of 2 tough conference games, I believe we're going to have. Then on the following Tuesday, we'll have Monticello. So it keeps us in rhythm in that it keeps us reps. It helps us work on some things. CBC is a non-conference match. It's not going to really hurt us that much, so we want to make sure we work on things to improve, to get ready for Monticello that we've kind of developed over the season. We just need somebody to kind of, that's non-conference, to kind of fine-tune those things.
We appreciate it very much for your time. Again, that's head volleyball coach Steven Gream. He and his Lady Mule Riders set for another GAC volleyball match here at the W.T. Watson Center. That's this upcoming Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. First serve against a tough Ouachita Baptist team. Coach, we appreciate it. Best of luck.
Thank you.